to extend the unemployment benefits.
Well,
so they're not concerned right now about creating jobs. What they want to do is stop the people who are unemployed from rioting in the streets.
Well, and here's some of the money that they might get for the living that are unemployed. They sent $2.5 million in stimulus checks to dead people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, we're at a stage now where it's a tough world out there. The government's stealing from the people are now stealing from the government. The only difference in that equation is, unfortunately, if you get caught stealing from the government, you go to jail. But
when the government steals
from you, you get a pay increase.
Well, the people in Portland, Oregon, are going to be happy. They're going to have their 100 aging bike lockers replaced and build a garage that would house 250 bicycles for about $1 million.
Yeah. Look, I mean, they pulled the scam with the Department of Homeland Security, the biggest government boondoggle ever invented. Yeah, I mean, they're building a Department of Homeland Security complex in Virginia, I believe, that's probably the size of the Pentagon. Now, when you got that much expenditure going on for an agency supposedly to protect Americans against terrorism, you've got to know that at some point in time it's got to justify its existence. Roundabout way of saying terrorism will be with America for decades to come.
By the way, while we're putting Bob back on the queue, it's my duty for a giveaway today. This is a holiday giveaway for you listeners out there, an appreciation of you. And this is made possible by our sponsors. Today's winner of the giveaway will receive a total transformation. Laura, I think this is Sichon of Highland, Michigan. Hope you have children there, and I hope they're unruly because this is going to help you. You have a child that's defiant, disrespectful, or obnoxious? If so, the Total Transformation Program by renowned behavioral therapist James Lehman can help. For more information on how the Total Transformation can help restore peace and harmony to your family this holiday season, call them at 800-565-4806. This is not a cheap package. This is about $300. So this is the Total Transformational Program, a Total Transformation Program by Dr. James Lehman. And we hope you put that to good use. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bob.
Yeah.
There you are. You sound kind of down today. Did something?
No. I'm just
house fall in or what?
No. I'm just awaiting my turn here.
Oh well, go ahead.
And so I was speaking about Barrick and their being appendage of the government, and that's provable. And they were the leader in the gold suppression starting in 1988. And, of course, Peter Monk, who runs the company, is a crook. And he stayed outside of Canada for 7 years. Well, the statute of limitation ran out against his fraudulent activities. And he's also very close to the royal family, and he's a member of the Illuminati. Well, anyway, his company, Barrick, the other day said a number of things. One of which they're going to cover their short position, which is the hedge position, and that they didn't tell you how much it was, but it's about $2.6 billion more in losses. They just took a loss for $5.6 billion. But what they had to say about Pete Gold was very important. Now, we who have been close to the gold industry have known for a number of years that probably since the early 1990s, except for a couple of years, very little money was spent on exploration because it was very difficult to raise it. And finally, gold started to move up and things warmed up a little bit, but the major companies never really get into exploration in a big way. What they would be doing is buying other companies out that had gone out and explored and found gold and trying to buy them for 20 or 30 cents on the dollar. And the bottom line is this. For a long time, the usage of gold and silver have been substantially higher than production. Now, we know that there is above-ground supplies in silver. I think they're just about over. They should be getting close to the end of the inventory, which sat around for the last 50 years, more or less, and was dwindled away each year. In gold, we know what's above ground, and we know it's investment gold, just like a lot of the silver is today. But the point is that the production that's coming in for gold and silver is going to continue to decline over the next 10 years. There's no major projects coming on stream that will be coming on stream within that time period. There'll be some projects that are smaller, and they will be helpful in continuing supply. But the point is, we are at peak gold, and that's what Barrick said, and they're right. Now, second of all, and Robbie will find this interesting, I don't know if you knew this, but I had said previously in the show and in my publication that there was concentrated shorting in the HUI stocks. Now, these are the gold shares that are unhedged. They didn't sell any gold forward. And it's been going on for the last few weeks. And I had said that the culprits in this were the hedge funds who are long bullion and short gold, the illuminists who are trying to get gold down so they can cover it and buy the shares, and also the United States government was involved. And so in checking on the positions that were just released in the last several days, we find that Goldman Sachs is short 2.7 million shares of Agnico Eagle. And so it proves out exactly what I was saying. This is a concentrated effort to get the prices on the shares down, and it's not going to work because now the world knows that a number of these entities, including Barclays, who are also short, and this was a coordinated effort, and there's more players involved. I don't have total proof of all of them yet, but I will have. And so that's what's been going on out there. And it won't work because gold does not want to go down.
Well, it just, unfortunately, Bob, it just adds fuel to the debate about tungsten bars.
That's right, and it's going to blow up in their face, and all of a sudden you're going to wake out in stocks like Agnico are going to be $130 a share instead of $60 over a 2 or 3 day period as these people scramble to cover because the world knows what they're doing now.
We'll break. We'll be right back. We'll start with your calls right after this break. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's up and then fade. We're breaking in a new board op here. At any rate, yeah, Bob, I read your newsletter. and throw my cell phone out the doggone door there. And I never know what you want to talk about. So you just jump right in there, my friend, with anything.
Well, I just did.
Well, yeah, but you don't have, there's no turns here. You've got so much stuff in your head, my friend. If I could download it in a zip drive and then go through the menu, I would never run out of things to ask you. But you've been around for a number of years. You've seen this thing inside and out. So whatever pops into your little head, I will stand by and let you have the airwaves. In the meantime, Tom in Pennsylvania. Hello, Tom. And don't tell me, you're going to tell me about the November 22nd and the Fed rally.
Hello, gentlemen. Good show as usual. I didn't know about that rally, frankly, and I'll have to look into it.
Oh, you're another Tom from Pennsylvania, okay.
Yeah, I'm a different
As if there was only one.
I know Robbie and you, John, indirectly from Freedom Forum, so we're associated in that respect.
Oh.
I wanted to ask Robbie, when did he hear Limbaugh say vote for Palin today?
I believe he was talking about her book.
Yes, he was. And when did he say vote for Palin?
Well, I mean, he's basically said it in many different ways over the last year.
Let me say this. When did she say she's running?
She didn't. It's been media speculation.
No, it's just mere speculation. And as he's defining her book as the great thought of conservative thinking.
She isn't a conservative, Robbie. And my point is this: we have two options politically. We have an R and a D. I'd love to say we have an independent group over here who has a shot, but in fact we don't. So you have an R and a D, and you have a chance to get into the R's with Ron Paul types and change them. That's all I say. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe someone there has a different take.
I mean, that's the reason. That's the reason Ron Paul.
As they exist today.
Yeah, that's the reason Ron Paul never ran as an independent.
Hey, Tom, hang on a second. Robbie's responding to you. You can't hear him?